In this video, we're going to talk about 2.3 Objective 5, where we evaluate one-sided limits using limit laws and theorems. Let's go ahead and get started. So as we evaluate limit of f of x as x approaches 7 from the left or from below here, we're going to be using this piece where x is less than -7. We're going to stick -7 in for x, and that's going to be 49 plus 7 is 56. And then as we approach from the right, we'll be on this piece where we're greater than or equal to -7. So we're going to stick -7 in for x here. -7 plus 7 is going to be 0, and the square root of 0 is 0. Then does the limit exist? Do I approach the same thing from the left and right? No. Let's B. Now let's look at coming at 5 from the left. It's going to be 0. Sorry, that's -5 from the left. Coming at -5 from the right, I'm going to stick that in here. -5 squared is 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. Square root of 0 is 0. And then coming at -5 from both sides, approaches 0, so the limit exists and is 0. Now we're going to come at +5 from the left. So stick 5 in here because we're coming from the left there. 25 minus 25 is square root of 0 is 0 there. And then come at 5 from the right. 3 times 5 is 15. That limit doesn't exist because these are different. Now we have the square root of x minus 5. Remember that x minus 5 needs to be greater than or equal to 0. So x has to be greater than or equal to 5. It can't be less than 5. So if I try and come at 5 from the right, I can stick 5 in here. 5 minus 5 is 0. Square root of 0 is 0. So that one-sided limit is fine. But the limit doesn't exist because I can't approach from the left at all because the function's not defined for x less than 5. So that is C. Now we're going to write the absolute value function as a piecewise defined function where it equals -x when x is less than 0 and equals x when x is greater than or equal to 0. So if I approach 0 from the left here, stick 0 in, the opposite of 0 is 0. And when I stick in 0 from the right, that's over here, and that's also going to be 0. So the limit exists. It's the same thing from the left and the right, and it equals 0. All right. Last problem here. Suppose g of x is equal to f of 2 minus x, that transformation right there. For all x's, find limit. So if the limit of f of x equals 1 as x approaches 2 from the right, and the limit of f of x equals 9 as x approaches 2 from the left, find limit of g of x as x approaches 0, and limit of g of x as x approaches 0. So we're going to have stick in 2 here, and that's going to be, sorry, stick in 2 minus 0 gives me 2. So as I approach 2 by g of 0, so limit as x approaches 0 from the right is going to be the same thing here, is going to be 1. Limit as x approaches 0 from the left of g of x is going to be right here, is going to be 9. So from the right is 1. Oh, because it has this transformation here, the negative x's, these switch places. So this one is this one is left and this one is right. There we go. So from the right is 9 and from the left is 1. That's a tricky problem. So, all right, that's it for this one. We'll come back next time and talk about 2.3, Objective 6. See you for the next video.